Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Walking in Her Shoes with LizzyDoll and KizziDoll. Before we get started, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hey,
Hit that
KizziDoll,
button,
how are ya?
y'all.
Yes, hit the
Oh,
button.
I'm doing. Hey, I'm fantastic. How you doing?
Oh my goodness, I don't know what happens, but every Thursday I keep saying TGIF, thank you Thursday, because it this things are happening, and I'm really excited, and I'm really excited the way that things are going, and this is just going to be a fantastic year in spite of everything for all of us. All we have
That's
to
right.
do is just press down, make the vision plain, write it, and then do the necessary steps to make it happen. And whatever it is that you want in this lifetime can happen. You just have to believe it, and you have to walk it
That's,
out every single day, no matter what. That
that's
was just
right.
on my heart, Kizzy Doll.
That's right. Got to pray it out. Got to do that because
Have
your
to.
purpose, God's purpose in your life will be fulfilled. That's
A-
for all of us, but we got to stick to it. And I'm speaking to myself first. Got to
Absolutely.
stick to it.
Absolutely. But though, things as we go through, different things in our life, we map out a plan. But just like with a business plan, even when you map it out, life happens, and you have to reset, and you have to recalibrate it, and and then you have to, get back up and start it all over again. I've really been listening to Les Brown lately. And I was listening to one of his not his one of his motivational speeches, but he just said for his birthday he just wanted to give us a gift for his birthday. So he did a 2 hour speak about reflecting on his life. And
Oh,
when I tell you, it was phenomenal. It really brought tears to my eyes.
really?
And I was listening to it at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. And I started listening to it. I did it in a couple parts. And I wrote a couple of notes here. And I want to share those notes because it's something you can glean a lot from listening to somebody reflect over their life. A successful 76-year-old man talking about his life and his life's journey. And you can learn a lot from that. And I know we're away from our topic today. I just want to share just a couple of things that I learned from it. um, my, uh, I titled it, and I was going to do a show all, in and all of itself, was my road to Les Brown, because people that know me know that I've followed him for years, and he's been like one of my mentors around my little virtual mentorship table. And the one thing, see, we can pull a lot of great things out of like a pandemic. Not that it's a great thing, we can pull great things out of it. Now that the pandemic hit, everybody is on sort of like a level playing field, because now we're actually, people that were not touchable before, they're now touchable because of everybody's now stopped, was quiet, and learned how to do Zoom. And that was one of the things that we actually started doing. When we got shut down in March for the pandemic, we just shut down the show because we couldn't get to the studio, couldn't get to the engineers. But then look, we learned Zoom. And so we started doing it via Zoom. And I'm
Yeah.
sure, we'll keep elevating and learning better. But, that's just how things happen. Did you have anything you wanted to add before I go on my tangent, Kizzy Doll? Just sitting over there looking all
No,
beautiful and glowing and everything.
yeah, honey. There's a reason for the glow. I don't have anything to say. I was actually enjoying listening to you. But when you said that life takes turns, so we have to learn how to move with the turns. And as my father used to say, roll with the punches, baby girl, just roll with the punches. But I have to tell you, lately, here of late, whew, it's been all good. My life has taken a turn and a change. I say suddenly, but the Lord reminds me, oh, this has not been sudden. This has been years in the making. So there's a reason um, for the joy, the extra glow, and the extra peace. But go ahead, go ahead.
Guess what though? If you all stay to the end, KizziDoll has an announcement for us. So stay to the end, and she got a beautiful bonus for you. So let's talk a little bit more about this road to Les Brown. And like I said, I'm going to read a little bit of it because this is my thoughts, and this is my first time listening to it again. But oftentimes I say to either have a pen and a piece of paper or have your phone or something at close reach, because you get inspired. You get inspired by, even when you're sleeping, or sometimes, when I'm up taking showers and things like that, I get inspired. And I believe that's when God is really talking to me and putting things and giving me some instruction. But what I wrote was, my road to Les Brown. And the title was the power of the spoken word. Do you really believe what you say you believe? Many are called, few are chosen. Get out of your own way and live your dreams. I woke up at 3 a.m., looked on my phone, and had a tweet from Les Brown. Now, anyone that knows me know I'm never starstruck. We all are human beings. Now, what I do get is intellectually struck. I get struck by people that are motivational, people that are, that believe in other people, that pour into other people, that are genuine, that have integrity. Then I really want to get to know that person, And so I'm in awe of those that live life full out with intention and with purpose. On January 17, 2021, I sent a happy birthday tweet to my virtual mentor. You see, I've followed Les Brown, gleaned from his stories, practiced a few of his how I got over tactics. We'll talk about those at a later show. And to my utter surprise, I received an invitation to his birthday party. In disbelief, I had already obligated myself to 3 other appointments. And it was the same time as his birthday party. And my creativeness, see, I'm creative, so I think I can multitask. When I say multitask, I mean multitask 1,500 things at one time. Sometimes it's not even possible for me to do all that I think I can do at that same time. But I had three events that I had obligated myself to. Then I had trouble getting on the Zoom. He had a Zoom party. I had trouble. Finally, 2 minutes before it ended, boom, there he was, smack dead in the middle of the screen. I believed all things was possible, but I kind of did not believe that I actually had gotten an invitation to his birthday party. So I finally got on, technical difficulties and all, another Zoom going on over here and a phone call over here. So I'm looking, and all of a sudden, boom, smack dead in the middle of the screen. Yes, for his birthday, he gave a birthday party, and he gave a birthday gift to other people. Okay. Now, a renewed belief that all things are possible. He spoke to he spoke to that part of me that scripture tells me that greater works shall I do. The greatness in me, he said, the water has broken. Push into your greatness. Give birth to the part of you that wants to be expressed. He talked about the things in life that knock you silly, that sometimes even shut you down. Look in the mirror and say goodbye to the old you. Step into your greatness. Choose for such a time as this. You were chosen. He said, many are called, but few are chosen. Even when you get derailed, and sometimes we get derailed, but his famous saying is, if you find yourself falling down, make sure you fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Man, those things resonate. He said that was the one time that Muhammad Ali got knocked on his back, but he kept telling himself, and when they kept asking him, why did you get up so quick before you even shook the stars off of you? When you get hit so hard, you see stars, you jump back up. He said, because down there on that mat is not a place for a champion. Man, he said, that's where he birthed that. Because if you fall down, you fall on your back, because you can get back up for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look around. Who is in your ear is another thing. Live a purpose-driven life. Man, I'm telling you, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting inspired. I'm reminding myself of some of the things that you already know inside of you, but I'm getting inspired. We can learn so much from a successful man reflecting at age 76. Nothing is accomplished without a team, though. You must have a plan of action. It's possible to overcome adversity, but it's hard. And that's what I keep thinking. So I'm like, every time you turn around, there's a stumbling block. But when he said this, it resonated in my spirit. Do you know sometimes people's voices can just resonate with you? And you know what he said?
Yeah.
He said, adversity is necessary. And I've heard that before. Adversity is necessary. It's like being in how they diamonds are cured, how diamonds come about. How does diamonds come about? Heat. And that's what the adversities in our life is about. It's the heat that's molding us. It's developing us, and it's shining us up. It's polishing up from all the dirt, because we get dirt dumped on us every single, every time you turn around, you got dirt. And I always talk about this the man and his donkey, how his donkey had fell in the hole. And when the donkey fell in the hole, the farmer was trying to get him out, and he couldn't get him out. So he said the only humane thing he would do was go ahead and put him out his misery and bury him. But as he kept doing dirt, he kept doing dirt. This is life, doing dirt, chucking it at you. But the hole would never fill. So when he went to peep down into the hole, guess what? The donkey was walking his way up out of that hole. And guess why? Because every time that dirt hit him, he shook it off and packed it under his feet. He shook it off and packed it under his feet. And guess what? He walked right on out of that hole. So when adversity hits you, shake it off. And so I had a couple more things that I learned from that. I mean, just listening to that. And he also said, he said, nothing is accomplished without a team. And I'll go back to, you are here for something. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in this world. Take it to the next level. Dig in. Because they kept asking him, he had an interview. They said, what are you doing next? He said, guess what? I got greater things to do. He said, dig in. The best is yet to come. Resonated with me. That's one of my sayings. The best is yet to come. Because I know all of that in the rearview mirror. That wasn't the best. The best is yet to come. Then he also said, don't give your power away to adversity. Oh my God, that was like sweet music to my ears. Don't give your power, because we do that. Adversity comes and we give our power away. We still have power. Live a larger life. Every day that we are here is a blessing. We're blessed with the best days of our life. Today is the best day of our life. Adversity will bring you to yourself if you pay attention. Think about that. Sometimes we hear things and we don't, but adversity will bring you to yourself. I look and I see how adversity has polished me up, and I see it, and you can see that too in your life. And I said, my thing was just to thank Les Brown for sharing himself on his day. I take it personally. I give God praise for every mountain, every trial, every blessing. I give God praise. And that was the lyrics from Kurt Carr's song. A chosen path requires sacrifice. God is still real in spite of all things. It's necessary. It's hard. It's life. The power to choose what you focus on. And his interview went on from there, and they asked him some other things about, and he talked about one of the things, other thing that resonated with me so much was the fact that I did the same thing that he did. I have children, and I spent so much time working on our future and looking at the destiny that I didn't enjoy the journey. And so my children grew up, and I drug them to this meeting, to that meeting, and to this meeting, and to that meeting. And something that he said with tears in his eyes, because he did cry on this interview, which he just poured. But the thing that he said was that his children forgave him. And he said, what is my greatest accomplishment? He said his children. And I think about that sometimes, because I did take my children through a lot, through growing up as a divorced mom, sleeping on my real estate office floors, them getting my car when I had the accident. My 14-year-olds got the car. all they know is mom dropped them off, and then here comes her car tow up, so they can't find me. Mom, where's mom? Just a lot of things. And because I was always racing and running and racing and running, it feels like they went from diapers to adults with children. And one thing that he said, and I have yet to have this conversation with my children, though they've come to me and they've said in their own ways, Mom, now I understand why you were so hard on us. Mom, I understand why, you did the things that you did, because, they're intelligent and they're living fruitfully in their own lives, and so I guess I want to take this time to, apologize to them. And the reason I say that is for because of my dream, they sacrificed a lot of being with me. A lot of, I nurtured them in the times that I thought I was, and the things that I poured into them, I don't regret that at all. But listening to Les Brown today, it really did help me, and I think it's a blessing for today, because he said that his children forgave him. And now he's able to spend that quality time with his children. He's able to spend quality time with and he said he was offered $250,000 to fly to Japan and do a 1 hour a session. And he said years ago, he would have said, hey, y'all pack up the sweet potatoes, all the kids, get all y'all stuff, because we all about to fly to Japan. And I understand what that is when you have a drive and a passion and a desire. I get it. He said, no, I'm not doing it. He said, because he wants to be safe, and he wants to be available to his great grandchildren. I think he said he had 5 or 6. So he chose his great grandchildren. And this is something, because, that's just, I mean, it's just, and today's show just kind of poured out of me, and KizziDoll, I mean, you've been just taking it all in, and, just tell me what your thoughts are, because it just blessed me and it stayed on my head today.
Well, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. Anytime you can get what my aunt calls golden nuggets from someone who has experienced life, and they're willing to share that with you, pick them up. Now, you may use them, you may not, but at least pick them up and look at them, read them, listen to them. So I think everything that you said from Mr. Brown, those are just life golden nuggets. And then when you wanted to express, I've known you before you knew me. So for as long as I've known you, you have been very, very driven, innovator, absolutely a go-getter. And one time I was speaking with you, and the Spirit of the Lord showed me you walking on the path that He had for you. Well, along that path, there were hurdles. I saw the hurdles. You didn't jump over the hurdles, my dear. I've never seen this ever, and I've never seen it since. You collected the hurdles.
It's okay. Woo.
You collected the hurdles. And in the spirit, you very patiently took the hurdles apart. And you, LizzyDoll, you build stairs with those hurdles. So when the Spirit of the Lord showed me that, it was clear. It was in color. It was clear as day. And I said, my God, she takes her hurdles in life and she gathers them. She doesn't look at those hurdles as hurdles or stumbling blocks, or they're in my way. But her hurdles, the Father has anointed you to take your hurdles and to use them as a tool. You building stairs. That was the most profound and most beautiful vision that I think that I've ever had. I am a seer. I have a gift of prophecy. The Lord speaks to me and he shows me lots. And that was one of the most profound visions I think I'd ever had, to see someone not angrily gathering, but just walking along, gathering the hurdles and building a staircase. That says a lot about you, Liz, and your spirit and your stick to itiveness, your enthusiasm for life, and your determination for success. But I want to let you know, baby, you've been successful way before anything that you've ventured into. You must know that.
Wow.
You've been successful a very long time. And so your harvest, oh my God, it's coming back, and it's coming back ripe, very ripe. So I applaud you tonight for your courage, your determination, your patience, and thank you for surviving, for having a will to live and not give up, but to survive. I thank God for you. I do. I thank God for you. And I thank the Lord for your humbleness in apologizing to your children. You may not owe them an apology because you were doing what you needed to do at that time. But to be so humble to apologize, I'm telling you, you are the best gift your children and grandchildren have. It's you, not what you can provide for them, but it's you. Everything that you carry here, you are the gift. So thank you again for surviving, for sharing, for pushing, advising, being patient, even being angry sometimes. Thank you for sharing who you are. And for those that know how to pick up a nugget, know how to look at a nugget, know how to read a nugget, appreciate a nugget, LizzyDoll is our modern day nugget, golden nugget.
Oh, my Lanta, some this has been amazing. This has truly been amazing. And it's just something how um like I go back to this to what Les Brown shared, earlier in everything. And he just talked about, for every mountain, and he talked about all of that. And it really opened me up, like the whole day. It just really got me thinking about what's important in life. And yeah, definitely, we want to build a beautiful life for our children's children, because that goes back to scripture. But somebody asked me earlier today, what is your purpose? And I said, truthfully, my purpose is to serve as many people as I possibly can and help them to overcome brokenness. Because I don't think that all the brokenness and all the broken areas that I've been broken in I don't think it was in vain. I think that just helped me to understand, to better be able to have people to identify. And also, it's not everybody, because sometimes we try to serve everybody. It's not everybody. It's just those that actually will hear, those that actually will glean from my experiences. Is why I share so openly. And it's something else that Les Brown said. He said that they deemed him educationally disabled or retarded, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And I think about that, and I think, and I've never been diagnosed with that, but where I'm going with it is that I think you have to be somewhat touched and I'm saying that to say I didn't see that I couldn't.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
So when
Take your
people said
time.
stop, when the doctor said
Take your
I was
time,
going to be in a
baby.
wheelchair, when they said that, all the things that they diagnosed me with, I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. I couldn't receive it. So I'm just saying to our people, to our audience, to our community, when somebody tells you something about yourself and you don't feel it in your spirit, I don't care who it is. They can wear a white coat, they can wear whatever.
Whatever.
Don't declare that as your destiny. When somebody tells you something negative about yourself, don't believe it. Don't buy into it. And that's what I mean, we're just sharing that today. I'm just sharing it from my heart today because it just touched me that on Les Brown's birthday, he said, I want to give. And that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I love to give. I love to help. I love to inspire. I love to uplift. I want people to hear my voice and grab some and say, wow, if this happened to her and she still got up, if she must have fell on her back because she got up. So I want them to know that too. I don't want people that's going through domestic violence to give up. I don't want them to give up because, it's just so many, and there's so many stories. Like, I'm so excited because I got the final draft of my book, which is Smoothie Time. And as I started reading through the final draft and correcting the final things, I've been so overwhelmed for the last couple of days because things are starting to happen. And what I'm saying is, if you don't give up, you keep pressing in, no matter what. I don't care how dark it looks, because the next book in each series or each book that come out, we're going to be talking about wellness. This one is talking about recipes and a healthy, how to be healthy. But I'm going to keep continuing to give books about brokenness. How do we heal it? Because we talk about it all the time. I'm not one for showing you what the problem is without giving you a solution for it. And I can only give you what the solutions were that came to me. And the solutions to me was one of the solutions, and we'll drop this nugget and we'll keep dropping nuggets, but one of the solutions was be honest and be true to yourself. To thyself be true. Oftentimes, because I'm such a people pleaser, somebody asked me something as simple as what type of movie you like. I would say, oh, it doesn't matter. When it does, to myself be true. I don't like thriller horror movies. I'm never going to watch another movie like this. I watch Jaws like this because I was pleasing everybody else. So to thyself be true. To come out of brokenness, you have to heal. You have to get under good therapy. You have to surround yourself with good, like-minded people with integrity.
Yes.
You have to be around those people, because when you're around people that don't have integrity, narcissistic people, you're around people that don't care, people that don't have a good spirit. When you're around negative people, they pull you down and they hinder you.
They do.
So just as a bit of encouragement, and we're going to turn this around because LizzyDoll got a beautiful announcement to make to everybody. This is walking in her shoes, and walking in her shoes, sometimes we are going to shed some tears because we're sharing our hearts, and we're not scripted. Right. We're sharing our hearts, and I think everybody can glean something from it to help them, get into a better place. So behind me, it says, let's celebrate. So let's turn it around with our last couple minutes. Like we said, we had a bonus for you today. So KizziDoll, drum roll, please. It's in your court, my dear.
I didn't know if I wanted to share it. I kind of did, and I kind of wanted to hold back. However, since tomorrow's not promised to me and God is in charge of everything concerning me, I'm going to share it. So as everybody knows, I've been single.
It's okay.
Quite some time. 20 years I've been single. It has not been easy. And like I have gotten on here and spoken with you all to try to encourage your heart and your spirit to wait on the Father. Keep praying, believe Him, but wait. Do not settle. Do not sacrifice your integrity, your spirituality, and your body just to meet a right now want. Wait. So I am very pleased. Oh Lord, I was not going to do this to it now. That the Lord has answered my prayer And it has to be him for me to be announcing this to the world. He has blessed me with a wonderful, wonderful man of God, Donald Edward Phillips Jr. Whew. I love you. I love the man that you are. I love everything about you, your corniness, your playfulness, your seriousness, but most of all, I love how you guide me in the Word of God. Every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, we have devotion without fail. Every morning. Yes, mornings when I am sleepy, tired, and cockeyed. But this man is devoted to the Father. And what he asked for was a woman that loved God more than she wanted or loved anything on the face of this planet. He asked the Lord very specifically for a woman of God that would say no. So when I was out there dating and I was told, I don't know how many times, you're going to be by yourself because there's not a man on the face of the planet out here that's not going to want to get busy before marriage. Well, that's a lie. I've met him. The Lord allowed our paths to cross, and it has been whirlwind. We talked about this the other night. Oh my God, is this happening just so fast? What's going on? Wait a minute. Ah! He reminded me, no, this isn't fast. Our time is not God's time, and God's time is not our time. See, this, us, is the result of many years of prayers, many years of we have messed up, both him and I, mistakes, bumps in the on the head, collision courses in our life. But when we slowed down, backed up, and let God drive instead of us, he drove our path to cross. So Valentine's Day, um, on Valentine's Day, Eddie, um, he done officially tied me down, y'all. Okay, so this is my commitment ring. I'm committed. He's waiting for the Father to tell him when to ask me to marry him. It's not a matter of if he will, but when. So that's the good news I wanted to share, that I am no longer single, but I am with a man that cherishes me, honors me, respects me, loves me, corrects me with respect and gentleness, listens to me, laughs with me, even a couple of times laughed at me because I was being silly, but a man that honors me, that protects me. Oh, I've put tests out there. I have put tests out there to see what I was dealing with. Most importantly, before this thing got deep, I went to the Father. I went to the Father and asked him to show me who he was, reveal his true intent. He's done it for me so many times. Show me, Eddie. And he did. And when he did, then God had to deal with me. And so once he dealt with me, y'all, Tina ain't single no more. That's my news. So stay
Wow.
tuned. I will let everybody know when I get engaged. I will let everyone know when the wedding is. I already have two wedding coordinators. The ladies at my job, they're more excited than I am. I will let everybody.
Congratulate. No, go ahead. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
No, I said
Lizzie Doll.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
LizzyDoll will be there, you all. We might even tape it. Put it.
Oh, that's going to
We
be
might.
very nice.
We might do that. So
We
just
gonna
to
get
tell
her.
you
We
that.
gonna get her. Just between us, y'all. We gonna be there. With
So you
cameras rolling, right? What a
it's
wonderful,
oh my
wonderful.
God. You
Okay.
guys stay encouraged.
Yes.
Above all, stay in God. Develop your relationship. Eddie and I are not saying we don't expect everything to be perfect. Listen, we some old birds, okay? We know what's up. We know that there's only perfection in Christ, but we're willing for each other. The things that we've gone through in the past has made us better people for each other now.
Wow.
Your time is coming. Please wait. Please go through the process. Please take it from somebody that did not go through the process many times. Just wait. Because when it's right and it's good, it's good. Thank you,
Wow.
LizzyDoll, for letting me share that.
Thank you. Thank you. We need to hear success stories in all areas of our life. That's why we're the Wellness of Life channel, because we believe in the totality, wellness in every area. So
Yeah.
this is wonderful. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. And stay tuned. The best is yet to
Stay
come.
tuned.
The
Stay
best is
tuned.
yet to come. So we just want to let everybody know, just, stay encouraged, for every mountain. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just, I'm beaming from the lessons and the blessings that we received today. And, we do also want to say, happy birthday to Les Brown and his brother, his twin brother, Wes. We just want to say happy birthday. And thank you so much for being such a great inspiration to all of us. And we do, we appreciate you. So until next time, make sure that everybody you like, share, and
And
subscribe.
subscribe. Hit that bell, y'all. Hit that
The
bell.
bell.
Stay
And we'll see
tuned.
you next time. Stay
Bye bye,
fearless.
y'all.
Bye for now.